Good evening and salutations, my B&B fans. You know, there's times where I watch this show and it will just genuinely fascinate me. Like, there's just times I'm watching the show and there's certain scenes I'm just like, I'm surprised that this is actually a show that has been on the air for 30 something plus years that has millions and millions and millions of fans. Okay? It is probably my second highest um, viewed video or review besides General Hospital. And with episodes like this, it just makes me question damn near almost everything in the universe. So, Hope, for the first 10 minutes, is talking to Carter, is talking to Brooke, and playing the victim. Which, by the way, we had that lovely scene on Friday. Carter pulling up in his insanely nice Corvette, seeing a distressed Hope, kissing her, playing the sexy saxophone music, and me just laughing it out. But eventually she gets to the house and she plays victim. And she tells them what wound up happening. She's like, Steffi fired me. And she just goes on and on and on and on and on, but she doesn't tell them the reason why. So after 10 minutes, she finally tells both, Carter and Brooke, why it happened. And she's like, I didn't want to sit there and say anything. At first, she was like, I didn't. What did she say? She was like, I didn't want to out us. We just started seeing where this is going. But more importantly, she didn't want to throw him under the bus. She didn't want to sit there and make his reputation look bad. She didn't want to sit there and put a target on his back. And she was like, you know what? This is where some of this stuff started to make sense. She was like, besides, if I didn't get fired for this, I would have got fired for something else. It's like Steffi was sitting there trying to find reasons to fire me. And in a lot of ways, she was. This is why I've said this in my member stream. I don't know if I said this in the regular stream, but I said this in the member stream. Well, there's one point she's like, I don't even know if I actually want to go back there and work there. I was like, you know what? For the first time, you are actually making sense. Why go back in a hostile work environment with somebody who is gunning for your job and has the power to sit there and fire you? Like, think about that for a hot minute. Why am I going to go back in a hostile work environment to deal with somebody who has so much animosity that every day I feel like I'm on a guillotine? But then I'm also just like, you make sure that your work is impeccable. Okay? You make sure that your work is impeccable every day so that you are damn near beyond approach, is what I said in my member stream. And that's the truth of the matter. Now, Brooke is just dumbfounded about this whole thing, and she's like, she asked the same question twice. She was like, but Ridge wouldn't do that. I was like, bro, in the first 10 minutes, she literally sat there and said that Ridge asked her to leave. Ridge escorted her to leave. And then she says it towards the end. She's like, "Oh, I can't believe that. He wouldn't sit there and do that without talking to me first. Um, why do you think that he needs to talk to you? Do you not understand who's actually in command of this whole thing? Because it's not you. He doesn't need to sit there and get your sign off permission before he decides to make any decisions as far as Hope, her line, or her general employment." So I'm like, boo, I don't like y'all may have a relationship, but as far as the business stuff is concerned, you don't have a say so. Okay? You are an employee. That's what you are. You're not in that loop or anything like that. So I don't understand on what level, because she honestly thinks that her relationship is more of a precedence than the working relationship that they have. This is why you never really work with people, like your family and spouse and stuff, because those lines tend to get blurred. And damn it, it definitely showed it today. Taylor. Oh, Taylor. Her little comments every 5 minutes. Her conversation that they're talking about. Well, you're going to support our daughter, right? There's a point where we're just like, this is going to look bad. Okay, what am I going to sit there and tell the team? What am I going to sit there and tell Hope's team since they can't email her? And Regis, and Taylor's like 3 words. Hope was fired or something like that. And I'm just like, Taylor, dude, are you getting your check sign here? Are you a working staff member of Forrester Creation? Because if you are not any of those things, if you're not a CEO, if you're not a goddamn janitor, please do us all a favor. Shut the f up. Okay? You understand how many times she's actually chiming in on stuff? She was like, well, she brought it on herself and this, that, and the third. I'm like, but you don't work here. You don't work here. Why do you feel like why do you feel that you need to sit there and have a say so on any of this stuff? Let's just be very clear. Yo ass shouldn't even have been in this damn meeting, if we're gonna be honest. So I'm just like, what do you every time she kept talking, it just irked me. Because it was like, none of this is your place. And you sit there and you tell him twice, oh, make sure you support our daughter. Make sure you support our daughter. I'm sorry, Taylor, while you were off, I don't know, gallivanting, saving the world, where was your support at for Steffi when she was going through her crap? But you come back, you're in a meeting that your ass even supposed to be there, and then you want to sit there and start poking at Rich, talk about, make sure you support our daughter, make sure you support our daughter. Like, shut up. Shut up. What are you talking for? I'll just tell you the truth, at this point, you're just one more person sitting there taking up oxygen in this goddamn room. Um, and of course, again, Rich is sitting there looking at the photo like, yo, listen, this would come across to a lot of people. We have to tell people that this is a bad look, though, because it can easily be turned into you're just making it personal. And Steffi justifies herself, and she's like, I understand that, but you have to understand how that looks optics wise. Is that this comes across as personal. And yeah, he is not. And of course, Reg, I think Taylor was like, well, he's worried about Brooke and everything like that. I was like, yeah, he is, but that's kind of secondary at this point right now. The truth of the matter is, her line was not doing any better. Okay, her line was not doing any better. Steffi already has hesitations about pouring in more money. Now let's just say he poured in more money and that line still didn't work. Then what? Then what's your big plan? Oh wait, you're gonna be fired. That's your plan. Your plan was that you're gonna be fired. So in the beginning, like I said, she made sense. She was like, well, am I gonna sit there and work there in a place that is just a hostile work environment? But then after that, she just started spanning on and on and on about how, Logan's contributed and this, that, and the third, and da 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 da. After a while, I was like, bro, let's just be honest for a hot minute. When you look at this whole thing, is your car going to be repoed? Are you going to get evicted? So, part of me just sits there and looks at this, and I know some people are like, I feel so bad for Hope. I'm just like, this sounds like rich people problems. Like, you stop to think about, this sounds like rich people's problems. Your car ain't going to be repossessed. You're not gonna have to sit there and worry about food or anything like that, putting it on the table. You're not worrying about having a place over, a roof over your head. Mommy Dearest got money. Y'all are practically rich. So, what's the big drawback? You'll just have a little bit more time in the afternoon. Oh yeah, I was about to sit there and say, well, she has more time to sit there and spend with a kid. Oh yeah, Paris. No, just sit there and think of it as a little vacation. You know, like it's just this is the problem with shows like B&B and Y&R. That half of these damn people are rich, right? And I'll give you an example of somebody who I would feel sorry for on some level. General Hospital Portia. right? Let's say Portia got fired for something that she didn't deserve to be fired for. Now, I won't feel bad for her because, yes, she does have more money than most, but she ain't rich, rich, you know? She ain't rich, rich. So, like, at some point, the savings and everything like that will go, and she will have to sit there and start worrying. But Brooke, the Logans, they're damn near rich at this point. Now, Ridge is always talking about how we gotta sit there and let Katie know. And of course, stuff you were like, oh, you mean another Logan? You say it like they're roaches. Like that's how that she says it in such this condescending way where it's like she's talking down to them. And like once again, see that's the problem right there. Is that this is exactly what Ridge is talking about. Is that PR wise, this is coming across as personal. I don't give a damn what Mommy Dearest says, because Mommy Dearest shouldn't even be in the goddamn room. This is literally between you and Steffi. And yeah, he isn't up there backing you because, you gave her a chance at the chance at the chance. And yeah, he was like, all right, yeah, I mean, I'm going to back you on that. That's number one. He's going to back his daughter on that. Number two, hell, it's not like he wasn't sitting there thinking about cutting that damn line anyway. So, there's that. I don't know. I feel like there's more. Carter's all like, oh, well, they're not going to get away with this. What are you going to do, Carter? What are you going to do? Is your last name Forrester? No, then why are we? This is kind of a moot point. And I understand that he is a lawyer and everything like that, but like, it's going to be an uphill battle. And I just tell you at this point, what Hope is mostly worrying about is him losing his job, him losing his position. Because I'm like, at the end of the day, yeah, you're the COO or whatever, but you are also an employee there. Like, I'm like, Carson up there acting like his job can't sit there and get Thanos the same way. Remember what Stephanie was sitting there saying? At the end of the day, remember, I am your boss. What do you think that means? So, yeah, this was an interesting episode. I mean, it was goofy as hell, but compared to me watching General Hospital today, which I don't even know what the hell I was watching in reality, this was definitely a step up. Now, tomorrow, B&B is going to have to sit there and bring because General Hospital seemed like they kind of woke up from their slumber, but another talk for another day. Anyway, if I missed anything, write it in the comment section. I'll come to the live stream tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We'll sit there and talk about all the shows, General Hospital, Days of Our Lives, Bold and Beautiful, and Young and Restless. And if you're not a member, make sure you click the join button, become a member. I do exclusive videos for members only, exclusive live streams, and monthly member shoutouts where each month I will sit there and write in that book every person's name and make sure I shout them out as a way of being thankful and gratitude. Also, if you can't do that, make sure that you do share this video because that's another way of helping the channel grow. I am still just so shocked. I think Friday, I think GH was like 5 something and General House, me and B&B was like 4 something. Like it was right up the GH, which I'm still surprised by. So if you are sharing these videos, continue to share the videos because it really does help Instagram, Facebook, wherever. It does go a long way. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video and hopefully live stream tonight.